The Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One. Date December 21st, 2021. Resolution N008. Based on previous resolution N0001 from April 7th, 2020. Anti-crisis financial measures. Resolution N02, date June 2nd, 2020. The one way out of the global financial crisis. Resolution N04, dated February 23rd, 2021. Cancellation of historical assets in order to form a balanced new financial system. Resolution N05, dated July 16th, 2021. Resolution N06, dated September 13th, 2021. Resolution N05, dated July 16, 2021. Resolution N07, dated October 1st, 2021. It is noted that the International Treasury Monetary One, by virtue of its universal nature and legitimacy, is a unique and key organization for finding effective solutions in international economic issues to influence the development process in the world, and we reaffirm that the International Treasury Monetary One is well positioned to participate in various reform processes aimed at improving and strengthening the effective functioning of the international financial system and architecture, while recognizing that the International Treasury Monetary One and international financial institutions are endowed with complementary capabilities, as a result of which coordination of their actions is crucial. Expressing deep concern over the detrimental impact that continues to provide the global financial and economic crisis, particularly on development, cognizant that the global economy, despite significant efforts, is still not out of dangerous phase, characterized by the serious risk of decline, including the turbulence in global financial and commodity markets, high unemployment and debt in some countries and be felt in many countries, lack of funds threatening the recovery of the world economy, and reflecting the limited progress towards sustaining and rebalancing the global demand, and emphasizing the need for complementary measures to address systemic weakness and imbalances, and the need for continued efforts to reform and strengthen the international financial system. Noting that, although some developing countries have recently been the main engines of global economic growth, the economic crisis has weakened the ability to withstand further shocks, recalling the commitments made to maintain dynamic, sustainable, balanced and inclusive growth, and reaffirming the need for cooperation in fulfilling development commitments to achieve the goals of development. Recalling the commitment to work in a spirit of solidarity, to develop a coordinated and comprehensive global response to the continued adverse effects of the global financial and economic crisis on development, and to take actions aimed, inter alia, at restoring confidence, sustaining economic growth, and ensuring full and productive employment and decent work for everyone. Reaffirming the objectives of the International Treasury Monetary One, including goal to carry out international cooperation in solving international problems of economic, social, cultural, and humanitarian nature, and to be center for coordinating the actions of nations in achieving these common goals, and reiterating the need to strengthen the role of the International Treasury Monetary One in facilitating the financing of countries to ensure development. Recognizing that the international financial system should promote sustained and inclusive economic growth on an equitable basis, sustainable development, job creation, and efforts to eradicate poverty and hunger in developing countries, while opening up opportunities to raise the funds of the International Treasury Monetary One coherently from all sources of financing. Call for the recognition of the need to continue and intensify efforts to improve the coherence and consistency of the international monetary, financial, and trading systems, and reaffirms the importance of ensuring their transparency, equity, and inclusiveness in order to reinforce national efforts in development of sustained and inclusive economic growth in an equitable manner and achieve internationally agreed goals for development, including those contained in previous resolutions of the International Treasury Monetary One. Emphasize the need to take decisive measures in order to fix the challenges facing the global economy, in order to ensure balanced, sustainable, and inclusive global growth on an equitable basis, accompanied by full and productive employment and the creation of full-fledged jobs, and also underlines the need to mobilize a significant amount of resources of the International Treasury Monetary One and the effective use of financial resources to promote full and productive employment and decent work for everyone. Recognize the need to continue and deepen the coordination of financial and economic policies at the international level to solve pressing financial and economic problems. In this regard, we call on countries to open dialogue and cooperation with the International Treasury Monetary One. Recall in this regard the determination to strengthen coordination between the system of International Treasury Monetary One and multilateral financial and trade and development institutions, in order to promote economic growth, poverty eradication, job creation, and sustainable development worldwide, based on clear understanding and respect. Condemn all ongoing issues of new fiat money in any country in the world, and strongly recommend that all countries immediately begin the transition of ongoing issues to new, valid money secured by XCU based on treasury bills of the International Treasury Monetary One. Remind you that institutional mechanisms include fiat, unsecured money, free cross-border movement of capital, and a system of floating exchange rates. Depending on the size of the quotes and votes in the Bretton Woods institutions, the International Treasury Monetary Fund, and the World Bank, the influence of individual countries on the development of the global financial system no longer work. In this regard, bearing responsibility and an exclusive role before all countries of the world, the International Treasury Monetary One once again confirms its readiness to provide all countries with the required number of treasury bills of the International Treasury Monetary One to ensure the issuance of valid money. Resolution 001/2020. Remind you again, based on the recommendations of the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision in the field of banking regulation and Resolution 001, the treasury bills of the International Treasury Monetary One are issued in two categories: reserve world currency, exchange-traded world currency denominated in any currency of the world, taking into account the recommendations of the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision in the field of banking regulation Basel III. It is possible to deny that People's Republic of China, PRC, owes much of its economic success in the global economy to membership in international financial and economic organizations. Meanwhile, in order to effectively defend inherent economic interests and exert real influence on decision-making processes related to the development of the world economy, in order to prevent an increase in the vulnerability of the Chinese economy due to the continued growth of lending, which may slow or complicate the recovery of banks' balance sheets and exacerbate existing deviations in the distribution of loans, supporting the development of the Asian bond market, leading to the standardization of the international debt in CNY, while supporting the increased demand for CNY from commercial banks and enterprises in the framework of chain-wide multilateral initiatives to conduct swaps between central banks, supporting the implementation of multilateral projects under the initiative One Belt is One Way, which increases the use of CNY in Central and Southeast Asia. The International Treasury Monetary One resolves to approve the freely convertible currency of the People's Republic of China, gold renminbi, secured by XCU in the form of the world reserve currency, treasury bills of the International Treasury Monetary One, in the global financial system, and to introduce it into the world financial circulation, based on the recommendation of the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision in the field of banking regulation, Basel III, and according to the Resolution N01, dated April 7, 2020, anti-crisis financial measures. The government and the Communist Party of the People's Republic of China are recommended to promptly approve a freely convertible currency of the People's Republic of China, gold renminbi, to form the necessary basis for introduction of domestic and international financial turnover in this regard. In this regard, please take note of the recommendations of the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision in the sphere of banking regulation and final recommendations of Basel III. Financial organizations working in the field of financial market management of the People's Republic of China are recommended to immediately organize working groups with the necessary level of authority and security status to work on the platform of the International Treasury Monetary One in the form of Special Department Anti-Crisis Center. The International Treasury Monetary One decides to continue to deal with these issues to its specialized units, the Special Department for Overcoming the Global Financial Crisis, Anti-Crisis Center, and the Department of Special Projects and Programs. The control and audit of the implementation of this resolution N006 are entrusted to the Executive Committee of the International Treasury Monetary One. Approved, drawn up, and executed since 21st of January 2021. His Highness Alexander Nikolaevich Paramonov, the Chief Treasurer of the International Treasury Monetary One, the President and Chief Operating Officer of the White Spiritual Boy RSB Global Corp Incorporated, UNNO 509519. Om.